When people hear the name Warren Buffett, they often assume his success belongs in a world far removed from ordinary life, a world of elite investors, privileged access, and complex financial strategies. Yet the most remarkable aspect of Buffett's wealth is not how extraordinary it is, but how ordinary the principles behind it are. For more than 60 years, Buffett has repeated the same advice with almost stubborn consistency, especially when speaking to everyday investors. His message to the middle class is not about speculation, shortcuts, or financial wizardry. It is about making a small number of intelligent purchases that are available to almost anyone, and holding them with discipline over time. Today, I want to analyze 5 things the middle class can buy to become genuinely wealthier, based directly on Buffett's teachings, his actions, and the philosophy that built one of the greatest fortunes in history. These are not abstract ideas. They are practical, repeatable, and grounded in common sense. Most importantly, they focus not just on making money, but on avoiding the mistakes that quietly destroy wealth. 1. Buy the market, not the illusion of beating it. One of Buffett's clearest and most consistent recommendations is deceptively simple. Do not try to outsmart the market. Instead, buy it. For decades, he has urged ordinary investors to avoid stock picking and expensive fund managers and to invest in low-cost index funds that track the broader economy, particularly the S&P 500. This is not casual advice. In his 2013 shareholder letter, Buffett wrote that a low-cost index fund is the most sensible equity investment for the vast majority of people. He went further by embedding this philosophy into his own estate plan, directing that 90% of the money left to his wife be invested in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. When someone aligns their personal legacy with an investment strategy, that tells us something important about conviction. The logic is straightforward. Over the long term, the S&P 500 has delivered returns of roughly 10% annually. That return reflects the collective growth of America's most productive businesses. Index funds capture this growth automatically, without requiring constant decision-making or expert forecasting. More importantly, they eliminate 3 of the most destructive forces in personal finance: high fees, emotional mistakes, and poor timing. For the middle class, fees are not minor inconvenience, they are a compounding enemy. Paying 1 to 2% annually to an actively managed fund may not sound catastrophic, but over decades it can consume a staggering portion of your wealth. Index funds, by contrast, often charge fees as low as a few hundredths of a percent, allowing investors to keep almost all of their returns. Buffett has demonstrated repeatedly, including through a famous decade-long bet against hedge funds, that low-cost index investing outperforms most professional managers after fees. The deeper lesson here is humility. Buffett understands that trying to beat the market usually results in underperforming it. The middle class does not need extraordinary returns to build wealth. It needs consistent, market-level returns captured over a long period. Buying the market is not lazy investing, it is disciplined investing. 2. Buy yourself: skills, knowledge, and earning power. Buffett has often said that the best investment anyone can make is in themselves. Unlike stocks or businesses, this investment cannot be taxed away, inflated away, or taken from you. Skills compound faster than money, especially early in life, and they permanently increase your earning power. Buffett's own career illustrates this principle vividly. Early on, he recognized that his fear of public speaking limited his potential. To address this, he enrolled in a public speaking course taught by Dale Carnegie. The course cost him around $100, a modest sum even at the time, yet Buffett has described it as one of the best investments he ever made. Why? Because it transformed his ability to communicate, persuade, and lead. That improvement paid dividends for the rest of his life. The middle class often underestimates how dramatically earning power can be improved through targeted learning. A relatively inexpensive book on negotiation, leadership, or technical expertise can translate into higher salaries, promotions, or entrepreneurial opportunities. A short professional course might unlock an entirely new career trajectory. These returns are not linear, they are exponential because improved skills influence every future earning decision. Buffett's habit of reading approximately 500 pages a day underscores another critical point. His advantage has never been access to secret information, but access to accumulated knowledge. In today's world, the middle class has unprecedented access to books, online courses, and educational resources. The barrier is not availability, it is discipline. Buying knowledge is not about collecting credentials, it's about building judgment, improving decision-making, and increasing long-term value in the marketplace. This is wealth creation at its foundation. 4. Buy ownership, not just a paycheck. At the core of Buffett's wealth is a simple distinction. He owns productive assets. His fortune did not come from trading hours for wages, but from owning businesses that generate profits over time. His shares in Berkshire Hathaway represent ownership in dozens of companies that continue to produce value year after year, largely independent of his daily effort. This distinction separates wealth builders from perpetual workers. The middle class typically relies on employment income, which is necessary but limited. A paycheck stops when work stops. Ownership, by contrast, allows income to continue without direct labor. When you own stock in a productive company, you own a claim on future profits generated by that company's assets and employees. This is not speculation, it is participation in long-term value creation. Buffett has always emphasized viewing stocks as ownership stakes in real businesses, not as tickets for price movements. Most middle-class families cannot buy entire companies outright, but fractional ownership through stocks achieves the same economic result. The key is mindset. Buying stock should be treated as buying a business partnership, not placing a bet. When ownership is combined with patience, wealth compounds naturally. 4. Buy protection, insurance, and financial stability. Buffett's first rule of investing is famously simple: do not lose money. His second rule is never to forget the first. In practice, this philosophy translates to avoiding catastrophic losses rather than chasing spectacular gains. For the middle class, this means buying adequate insurance and maintaining an emergency fund. These purchases may not feel like wealth-building tools, but they are essential to protecting compounding. Without them, a single adverse event, a medical emergency, job loss, or accident, can force destructive decisions at the worst possible time. Underinsurance creates fragility, so does living without cash reserves. When financial shocks occur, people without protection are often forced to sell investments during downturns, take on high-interest debt, or abandon long-term plans entirely. Buffett avoids these situations by design. His financial structure ensures he's never a forced seller. An emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of expenses provides more than liquidity. It provides decision-making freedom. Proper insurance does the same. This is not about excess caution or hoarding cash. It's about buying peace of mind so that rational, long-term decisions remain possible under stress. Avoiding big mistakes matters more than making brilliant moves. Protection is the quiet foundation upon which all other wealth-building strategies depend. 5. Buy time and patience. Perhaps Buffett's most valuable purchase is time itself. He's described the stock market as a mechanism for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Compounding is powerful, but it is fragile. It only works if it is allowed to continue uninterrupted. A 10% annual return doubles money roughly every 7 years. In 14 years, it quadruples. In 21 years, it multiplies 8-fold. These outcomes require no genius, only consistency and patience. Yet the middle class frequently interrupts this process through panic selling, trend chasing, or premature withdrawals. Buying time means resisting the urge to constantly monitor account balances. It means accepting market volatility as normal rather than alarming. It means understanding that wealth building is usually slow, quiet, and unremarkable. Buffett bought his first stock at 11 years old, yet he did not become meaningfully wealthy until his 50s. His success was not explosive, it was cumulative. Time also means freeing mental and physical space to think clearly. Whether by delegating minor tasks or simply practicing discipline, the goal is to let long-term strategies work without interference. Patience is not passive. It is an active choice to trust sound principles over emotional impulses.